Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today we are continuing the Bubble and Silver Do deck series, looking at a gameplay using our BLUFOR decks on the map, another D-Day in Paradise. This is the BLUFOR deck we made in the last deck building video that we playing of course with Silverraptor and Vulcan from Vulcan HD Gaming. See his link in the description below. I have already put actually a gameplay of this deck back a little while ago, about a week ago. I'll link it in the description below. That's a live play, and this is going to be a replay of a different game. So I am heading up towards Delta. Looks like I'm getting artilleried already. I don't know quite what they're doing. Kind of like artillerying the road, I think. That's a bit crazy. I might catch a few of my units out, catching a few of my marders out here with my infantry inside. I've got a recon cobra going up, and I've got links with some units in just to go and take control of these buildings over here. Vulcan's heading over towards Golf, as he's got a kind of more tanky kind of deck. He's got some Challenger 1 Mark IIs there, and some Nana Yonshikis moving up to the front line as well. And Silverraptors over on the left with some units we'll have a look at very, very shortly. I've also sent a command over to Alpha so that we can spawn out from this point and reinforce Golf in the hotel. Looks like Silverraptor actually napalmed that Phantom 2 we were flying in earlier. He's napalmed this area here so that he can get his SAS forward. His SU-78 gets taken out immediately. I probably was taken out by one of these fantastic AIM 9M missiles from the Super Cobra there. So I'm getting my units up and in position. I've taken a little bit of damage from the artillery, but nothing too terrible. And looks like Vulcan has got one of his Lux recon trucks with its little auto cannon. Is it? I think it's an auto cannon. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, with its little auto cannon, firing away at these Scots that are trying to do a little bit of an amphibious action across the river there, and pay for their trouble. So Vulcan heading up. He's going to bump into these Meridia tanks. These aren't the best tanks in the world. Very cheap stuff here from this player in the middle. Centurion Avras, not the best against tanks, of course, but against some these really cheap ones might do okay. And the Lux is going to come up there and give this Centurion Avra a bit of help as well. So yeah, Vulcan just getting his units into position, getting his Nana Yonshikis. Again, cheap tanks, but they're up against cheap tanks, so it's not going to be too bad. Now, what Vulcan does do, he notices they haven't got a lot in here, so he rushes his infantry across this little bit of open ground, undercover from these Nana Yonshikis and the Centurion Avra here. Just taking some more shots at these cheap T-55 AMs. And manages to get some of his infantry into the tree line up here, and get some of his other infantry over to the left once he spots. I think he's probably spotted these rifle infantry in here, although it looks like Silverraptor's coming in with a nice napalm strike right on top of those infantry. In fact, just to the left of them, but not too bad. He's managed to get his SAS. He's actually got his SAS into this building here, although there are some Boshong Sus in the Huanshan Chongs there to greet those SAS units. Now, as far as I'm concerned, got out my Panzer Grenadiers now, moving some more up through the forest here. Well, we're kind of sweeping through the forest and making our way over towards Delta. I've got some SAS up there already. Do bump into this Mi-25S24, but the Marder 1 with its autocannon manages to dispatch of that, so that my Centurion Avra, my Crotal's got a little bit far forward there, getting a little bit ahead of themselves. So I'll just pull them back and push forward the Panzer Grenadiers with the Centurion Avra in support. Another rocket pod chopper coming in to try to give their units a little bit of support with its Mi-8, but hopefully it's in range of the Marder 1. The Marder 1 firing away like crazy, and may well take that Mi-8 out if it gets too close, but he's actually pulling that back as my Panzer Grenadiers, Centurion Avras and SAS continue the march forward. And I've got another couple of squads of Panzer Grenadiers with Marder 1s moving up on the right hand side here towards these Leica Pakotas, which of course they can't see yet. Now, I have missed these guys here. In fact, I have actually probably spotted them. I hope I've spotted them. Yeah, the Marder 1 opening up on the recon squad. I'm managing to take them out as I just unload. So I've managed to clear the enemy from around and about Charlie, and we now just need to basically move in on Delta, as Vulcan is now getting the brunt of the BM-21 Grad artillery in the middle. Looks like he's kind of got rid of any opposition around here. There's a T-80UM coming with no support through the middle. Silverraptor's making fairly good ground on the left. He's got some Marines up there now to support his SAS and his LVTPs, who can just shoot over in this open ground if anything pops out there. Nothing much happening over on the sea. This map, we haven't got the sea route open in this map, although I have put a Crotal there just to protect our right flank in case they do send choppers round. Vulcan's brought some infantry in Fuchs. Probably the Argos that he likes so much, and he's going to drop them off, and hopefully he's going to sweep through these forests here. In the meantime, I've got some Panzer Grenadiers sneaking right over to the back, and you can see, although my Panzer Grenadiers can't see this yet, there's a couple of OT-64s which hopefully they can dispatch with their heat rockets, and then they can encroach upon and try to destroy the command in Delta. Now, there is a little group of units here. They are quite damaged, but I do need to spot them before they get over near my Crotals or anything. But Silverraptor, Vulcan rather, as I thought, he's got Jaegers there, should spot these hopefully and destroy them as they try to push through the centre there. Okay, I'm just going to bring my AH-1J Cobra a little bit closer just to try and spot anything. I've got a Lynx AH-7. Just want to use these to try and give a bit of fire support to my Panzer Grenadiers if they haven't got any AA, although they have got some Strelas in here, as you can see. Vulcan moving forward, and luckily for me, moving kind of over towards the right to cut off these units. Panzer Grenadiers have managed to take out those little trucks, as I suspected they would, and they're just moving forward, trying to hunt down the command and also cut off any reinforcements that might come along this road. I've got a few Panzer Grenadiers here, a little bit damaged, but I'm heading them over to this junction here so they can cut off anything coming across the bridge there. The Panzer Grenadiers now have spotted the command in Delta, and he just tries to move it out of the way, but hopefully they're going to take it out. It might just get away. He's bringing his Leica Pacotas forward, but I just jump forward a building, take out the command. Now I'm engaging his Leica Pacotas. Moving in, my Marder 2, taking some shots at these Leica Pacotas in the front building here. Just need to move my Panzer Grenadiers. Unfortunately lose that Marder to one of the Leica Pacotas heat rockets. These Panzer Grenadiers having kind of a fairly evenly matched. Got the Leica Pacotas there, 20-point units, close quarters combat machine guns, exactly the same pretty much as the Panzer Grenadiers. So they're kind of 50-50 on who's going to win that battle, although they have brought in an Mi-25S24. But interesting, they're down to 5 each now. They're kind of trading 1 for 1. If this Mi-25S24 joins in, then we obviously will lose. But they've managed to stun the Leica Pacotas. So that's going to be a bit of an advantage for the Panzer Grenadiers. Hopefully they can just polish off these Leica Pacotas. Down to 2 now. Panzer Grenadiers use another unit, lose another unit. And the Mi-24 desperately trying to get shots on our Panzer Grenadiers, and he kind of just flies them straight over the top, so they managed to get them taken out. Vulcan continuing to move his Jaegers across. I'll bring my Crotals forward a little bit. I'm hunting for this Mi-24S25 now. It's now taking shots at my Panzer Grenadiers and my Marder 1 there. I really need to take that thing out. Bring forward these Panzer Grenadiers, this Marder 1 if I can get close enough. Now he has he's being a bit too bold now. This Mi-25S24 has done a really good job for this player, but what some players do is they can't resist keeping push forward. It's done the job, pull it back, resupply, bring it back to fight another day, but instead he just kind of leaves it there. Should have pulled it back at that point. But my Marder 1 is going to get really close. The artillery rains in yet again, and the Marder 1 gets nice and close, opens up with its... one of them gets taken out, but it opens up with its... Oh, they both get taken out, in fact. I thought... I take it all back. That Mi-25S24 Just took out both my Marauder, and that is going to actually escape. So what the hell do I know? Got to also be careful with my AH1J Cobra here. There's a strop 2 sitting right there, and if I fly over that, that's going to get taken out. He's actually moving it towards my Cobra now, very slowly. As my Panzer Grenadiers here just take out these Leica Picotas. I've got some more coming in the Marder ones. There's some infantry just here next to my Hempt that have escaped Vulcan's clutches and destroy my Hempt. As that MIS-25S24 is now trying to take out my Panzer Grenadiers with its minigun. This is a bit of a hero, actually, this Mi-24S, this Mi-25 here, doing a really nice job for the opposition's team, taking shots. Is that Marder shooting at? I think that Marder 1 is shooting at. What is that Marder 1 shooting at? It might be shooting at the Mi-4. Yeah, it's shooting at the Mi-4. Manages to take that out. Now it's shooting at that chopper, which finally goes down, and that's drop 2. You can see did take out my recon chopper. They've brought in another command. I'm not sure how that snuck past. It must have come across. Maybe it came across the water. Is it amphibious? I think these are amphibious. These VSOTs. Yeah, I guess that came across the river there. Because I don't think it would have got past all of this lot. Vulcan's got some FSKs in there now with their lovely Erics. They'll cut down anything that tries to come across there. But they have managed to get a command back into Delta, although with Vulcan coming in from one side and my Panzer Grenadiers coming in from the other side, I'm not sure how long this little area is going to survive. Now my Crotals are taking a bit of punishment there. I need to keep them a little bit hidden. What else we got coming? Oh, there's my Cobra. Did I actually pull it back? I either pulled it back or I got a new one in. I must have pulled it back because it's got a bit damaged there. So I did keep my Cobra intact. In the meantime, in the middle, Vulcan's kind of consolidated his position in Gulf. Hasn't really tried to push forward too much. He's more trying to help me in the tree line over here and just trying to clear out and get control of Delta. Silverraptor has managed to push forward a little bit on the left hand side here. He's got his Marines from these buildings and into the front buildings here. He's going forward with one of these K1s, attacking these TOW 62s. Unfortunately, the weapons just got jammed just at the wrong moment, so he brings forward an STRV 103C here just to take some shots and protect and get his K1 back. Bit of a shame he's got a weapons jam there. So he's making fairly good ground on the left hand side and pressuring their command in there, as well as they bring up a Mi-24P to try to get rid of these few tanks and armoured vehicles on the left hand side here. In the meantime, we continue to go forward in Delta. The Jaegers doing a good job, now attacking those Leica Picotas, encroaching upon his command yet again. Just trying to micro around here a little bit, try to get rid of this drop 2. Again, my Cobra needs to be really careful of this drop 2 here. I should have, well, I can't see it, but if I had known it was there, I would have gone forward with my Marder 1 a little bit. But this Crotal is actually just trying to get some shots on this Mi-8 here. The Leica Picotas engaging with the Jaegers. More Jaegers coming up through the tree line here. Matt Crotal is actually going to run into that drop 2 if I'm not careful. But just keeping out of its line of sight there. Hunting down these Mi-8s. Once that Mi-8's out of the way, I can in fact, I bring forward the Marder 2. Now the Strop 2 and the Marder 2 do battle, and the Strop 2 loses out, even though one of the Marder 2's got stunned there slightly. The Crotal. Oh, another Mi-25S24 coming in. Now, hopefully this time, this Crotal will be able to shoot this thing down before it does too much damage. I do spot it and just bring back my Marder 2, keep them under control. This is actually going to be damaging to these Jaegers that are sitting there. It does bring some more infantry in. If I can only get this Crotal to shoot before they land, but it's just hidden behind this little rock here. But it is taking shots from something or other because it just got damaged. I've got a Super Cobra in here though. Again, I've got to be careful because there's still some Strellas sitting just in this building. The Jager's doing a good job. More artillery coming in. Panzer Grenadiers unloaded. Panzer Grenadiers, I need to just move them forward. And more MI. They're really trying to defend Delta as best they possibly can. But with both me and Vulcan moving in with our units as a Super Cobra, take some shots at this Mi-2 for 80 now. and manages to take them out with the help of the Crotal. The Crotal now manages to get itself into a nice position to take some shots at the Mi-25. Takes that out as well. There goes their air cover. Now they're in real trouble. The Jaegers was taking some shots at the OT-62B, which really needs to unload fast. And he's managed to sneak a few more infantry in. He's now artillerying my Crotals as well, which I'm just trying to get out of the way. They've actually only got one rocket left. There's another Mi-25S24. Got one shot left on my Crotal. Got no ammo on my Cobra. So these Jaegers are going to go down now, unfortunately. They are bringing more stuff in around the corner. Now he's trying to get his FSKs with the Eric's missiles just into a position to take out these. But they do unload, actually. And he's got some cheap ASU little tankette kind of things. No movable turret, but they might do okay if they move them through the forest, I guess. More Marders and LVTPs full of infantry from Vulcan. Silverraptor on the left has really pushed up well on the left hand side, taken out the command in India. Must have used that K1 there to good effect. The CEV still alive as well, and has managed to take nice control of India, pushing the enemy right back to the river. Now Delta is proving to be a real pain in the ass. We still haven't managed to secure Delta. They keep getting infantry in despite our best efforts. Moving my Panzer Grenadiers over to join into the battles. Got some more Panzer Grenadiers and Marder 1s. My Centurion Average in support. More Panzer Grenadiers there. Got a little bit of AA. Just snuck around over here. An Mi-25 S24, which has been a pain in the ass, these things, supporting their infantry in this battle. But it looks like Vulcan is moving in with K1s and Jaegers again. These Mi-2s getting really close, trying to do some damage to these Jaegers with their machine guns, but getting taken out. He's got a Crotal at the back there as well. Silverraptor pushing up. He's got some SDRVs right in the tree line here. BMDs, 3s, taking some shots at them, takes one out. He's got an anti-air unit. Oh, that's Vulcan's anti-air unit, just flak unit just at the side there. And Silverraptor just trying to flank a little bit with his Super Cobras, probably going for this Mi-24P back here. A Hornet coming in, probably going for the BMD-3. No, it's going for the unit behind it, in fact. Oh, wow, they just got decimated. More artillery coming in, trying to slow down our push. Panzer Grenadiers now engaging once again. Hopefully we can clear out. Still got some substantial infantry units, a whole whole squads of Leica Pacotas and some Strelas still in there. But hopefully we can overwhelm them. I really need these Centurion Average to get a range or get an angle on these Leica Pacotas. Would absolutely destroy them. But I've got a couple of squads of Panzer Grenadiers. Well, 4 squads, very damaged actually. Moving on the Leica Pacotas. These Leica Pacotas still fully healthed up. Now he's moving in with his Mi-25 S24, as he's done the whole game, to offer some fire support. He's got, whoa, that's really risky, bringing in a logistics chopper right into the middle of the battle for some reason. Now I bring our Marders forward. One gets taken out for its trouble. It's just a little bit too close for to take a heat rocket in the face from the Leica Pacotas. But the Panzer Grenadiers are now in position. We've got some more Panzer Grenadiers on this side. We've got the Marder 1 in now, firing on the choppers. Choppers doing the best they can to give some fire support, but the Marder 1s hopefully should be able to deal with those guys. As I bring forward my Crotals, just to try and get an angle on these choppers. And there's another logistics chopper coming in for some reason. If I can kill these Leica Pacotas, I can actually take control of these logistics choppers if they're on the ground, so I don't really want to shoot them out. But the Crotal takes out that Mi-25 at last. So it's just a command to take out now. Bring forward my Lynx. A87. Those nice little rocket pods. And it takes out their command. And in fact, Managed to take control of one of their logistics choppers, as you can see. Vulcan has got nice control of this junction here, and nothing's coming across there anymore. He's also taking control of the junction here. Silverraptor's got nice control of India and the river on the left hand side. So they're pushed back into their base. We've got an F-15 Eagle coming in here from Vulcan. Drops its payload right on top of these infantry just here. Yeah, they're not going to last very long with that lot. And we've got a Harrier. Is that a seaplane? Yep, it's got its anti-radar missiles. Don't know if it dropped any, but didn't really get shot at, showing that there's not a lot of anti-air as they suddenly bring out some anti-air. So it all went quiet at this stage just for a few minutes because we've managed to push them all the way back into their base. I think only one of their players is actually left at this stage, and he's going into defensive mode. I do bring out a squad of planes, an Eagle with its big bombs, a couple of Hornets, and a Raven to take out any anti-air, and a couple of Phantoms. Fly them up straight, turn them in so they all kind of arrive almost together. Although Raven's quite fast, so that should arrive just in advance. So they turn in, take out the chopper on the way in. There is a Strop 2 there. Got to be a little bit careful of it. It starts taking shots at my aircraft. The Hornets fire off. The Raven fires off, takes out one anti-air. But there's a lot of AA here, so I evac the rest of the planes. I don't want them to fly all the way over that base with all that AA sitting So they'll live to fight another day. But the Phantoms did manage to drop their napalm. There was nothing really there. It was kind of a blind attack just to try and swamp their base a little bit. I have started to move some, or Vulcan rather, started to move some units over the bridge here towards their base. And he's encroaching down the road here into Foxtrot. They haven't got a lot in Foxtrot. Looks like maybe Vulcan or Silverraptor bombed their reinforcement point here, and they're just pulling back their command right back into the corner as Vulcan this time moves in for an airstrike. A couple more Phantoms and some Harriers with the anti-radar missiles. This time he lands a nice napalm shot right on the road, and these Star Zap Zs are going to run right through the napalm. So Silverraptor's kind of just hanging back there. Vulcan moving his Challenger 1 Mark III as well now. Decides to take out that little chopper, get himself a few extra points with his K263. And his Marder's made it all the way up to the bridge here. And he's going to take out this Buratino. There's a T-55 AM Muradina sitting there. But these Marder 2s are doing a lot of damage here. This Buratino's pretty much had it. Whoa! And was that an explosion or was that a bomb? That must have been a bomb. I missed that. Oh, it was a block. There's a block 5 coming in. So it unfortunately killed a bit of friendly fire there from Silverraptor. A couple of block 5s coming in. Yeah, what a shame. Poor Marders. But he's got some more. Don't worry. We've got some more. Got 4 Marders coming in, full of infantry. The airstrikes are pretty much continuous from this point forward. You can see some Block 52s and an Eagle coming in from Vulcan. And I bring in all my planes all together again. I like to send my planes in together because they can kind of distribute the AA a little bit. You can see the Block 52s attacking the MiG-23Fs, which have used up all their missiles. Just get out there. I've unloaded my Panzer Grenadiers a little bit early. And they are taking shots from this T-55, so I've just got to pull them back a little bit. But in comes another attack from the 2 Hornets. Well, I've got 3 Hornets now. 2 Phantoms and the Eagle. No Raven with them this time. 2 more Hornets coming in from the left. This time everything drops their payload all over the corner here and should do a decent amount of damage. That stunned that Hornet, that might go down. Unfortunately, that napalm's kind of prevented Vulcan from pushing into the base, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I didn't really know what he was going to do there, so what can I say? Silverraptor's joining in the push into the base now as well. That Challenger's going to run all the way through. Oh, it's Silverraptor's actually Challenger Mark 1, Mark 3. Shouldn't really be affected too much by the napalm, nor should the Danajong Shikis. They're going to just push straight through this napalm. More bombers coming in. A couple from Vulcan this time. Another Block 5 with its cluster bombs and a Phantom 2. Should take out this AA I think it's going for. Yeah. So there's just a bomb left as far as AA is concerned. They're getting a bit. Their AA is getting a little bit overwhelmed just by the sheer number of aircraft. And now myself and Silverraptor come around the flank a little bit with Super Cobras. Take out this Mi-24W first of all. They've only got 2 missiles each, of course, but they have got their TOW2s, so we can just continue moving around and use our TOW2s and try to look for some of their ground vehicles. There's their command right there as the Super Cobras open up. Take out their command, but they must have another one somewhere. Oh, it's over here. Look, it hasn't even unloaded. Now, Vulcan's moving in with the rest of his units. Now the napalm has dissipated. One more volley from the BM-24M from Hopseup, as he's been doing pretty much the whole game. Silverraptor with an Eagle. It's going to land right on top, and that's going to be the end of his artillery as the game ends. So, nice little game. Really, yeah, it was a bit of a walkover, I guess, but it was a nice game to play. It was quite hectic while we were playing it, as it was kind of so fast moving. Everything was moving so quickly, although it doesn't always come across like that in the replays. But it did show off the units that we built in our BLUFOR decks, some quality units in our BLUFOR decks from myself, Silverraptor and Vulcan. As I say, I have got another video up on the BLUFOR, which I'll link in the description below. That one though was a live play, so you got us on comms if you want to have a listen of how we kind of communicate with each other in that one. I'll stick that up and down in the description below if you want to see that. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.